Good evening, guys. Welcome back, and I greet all of us for preparing for this wonderful cybersecurity and ethical hacking training. Today, I want to quickly see us through how to install Kali Linux on a virtual machine. Actually, in my previous videos, I've shown us how to install and activate our VMware machine, that's Pro 17. So today I'll be actually at my own end here. I've installed the Kali Linux. So let me launch my VMware workstation. As we can see here, so let me show us here. I have my Kali Linux running. I have my other machine Ubuntu. I have Metasploitable, but I will just take us through the installation of Kali Linux on our own personal system. It will get to a stage whereby I will give you instruction on what to do. I might not finish the installation, or probably I might finish the installation. So what I will advise us to do is launch your workstation, that's a VMware you have installed, and I'm very sure we have activated it. We click on create new virtual machine. Once we create that, it will give us these two options. It's recommended to click on this typical. Just let's leave it as it is. Typical is recommended, so we click next. Now at this stage we have the installer disk. That is, if we are using compact disk, that's our CD-ROM, we can also install it through our CD-ROM, but in this case we have downloaded the ISO file. Is already downloaded, which I have instructed us to do before today. So we are going to click on this installer disk image, ISO. So make sure you click on this and click on browse. It will take you to a particular place. Now let's I don't know, depends on where you have your own downloaded files. Just try to navigate to wherever you have downloaded your Kali Linux. In my own case, I have it downloaded. I have downloaded it since. So here I'll click on this and make sure that you downloaded the latest one. I'm using 2022. It's not bad, but make sure you downloaded the latest one that I've instructed you to do. Now I click on this Kali Linux and I make sure that it is ISO. I don't know, but there won't be problem. There won't be any problem. Just make sure you navigate to wherever you have downloaded it. Now we click on open. Click on open. After that, click next. Now we have other operating systems. We have Windows. We are not working with Windows. We are not working with this. We are not working with others. We are working with Linux. And what type of Linux are we working with? We are working with Debian. We are working with Debian. So we click on this, we change this version to Debian. Just scroll if you are using mouse, or you click on D on your keyboard, it will take you to Debian. So I'm using Debian 10.x 64-bit. Just try to navigate to that particular Debian, click it, and also click next. I click next. Now it will ask us to give our virtual machine name. Here at my own case, I name my own Kali Linux Bro Kali. You can give it any name of your choice, and in this case I will give it Kali. You can spell it anyhow you want it. It depends on you. Just know that this is Kali machine you are working with. You can name it Kali Linux, you can name it Kali Linux, or you name it Kali, or you just name it anything you like. That is the name of a virtual machine that is going to be shown here, where I'm pointing at now. So let me leave it at Kali Linux. I'll click next. Now this is a situation or a point where I've asked us to have a minimum of 100 gig. A minimum of 100 gig. I didn't mean we are going to use the whole of 100 gig. I didn't specify it rather before, but here we are going to split it. We are installing, if not 3 machines, we are installing at least 2 different machines. So one for Kali and one for other machines, which I will be asking us to install later in the along the course. Now let's increase this, or you just type 50, minimum of 50. Let's increase it to 50. Increase it to 50, or just type 50. Maximum of this size, make it 50 at your own end. I'm not going to make it 50 here, but just make sure you use 50. I already have my own Kali, which at the end of this explanation I'm going to uninstall this, but I'm emphasizing on this. Make sure you use 50 out of the 100 that I've asked us to keep for this training. So use 50. So I will change this to 20 at my own end, but don't forget, use 50. So I click next. So from here I will click finish. Good. I'm going to see it here now. That is it. So I have Kali Linux already. Now, other instruction I gave was make sure that you use 8 gig. You have a minimum of 8 gig RAM and 100 gig SSD. 100 gig SSD. So there are some settings we are going to do or adjust here. So here for this, I'm going to increase this. You click on that memory, you come here, you increase it, or you come here and increase it to 4. So here I'm going to increase it to 4. If you are increasing it here, it must be 4096. If you are typing it, it must be 4096. It is highly recommended. Anything lower than 4096, it will even throw back error at you. So here I'm done with that. Let's say the NAT is not necessary for now, but just click on it and change it to bridge. Click on bridge. Those are those 2 things we are going to change for now. So click here and click OK. Once we are done with OK, fine, we can now proceed with our installation. The next thing to do is to power on this virtual machine. So I click on it and I'll wait for it to give me some other instructions. Fine. So here I have 2 different ways of installation. So I have the graphical installation, I have the normal installation where it won't give me any graphical or visual stuff. So here I'll prefer to use the graphical installation with you guys. So make sure you click on that graphical, because if you didn't click it, it won't respond. This is virtual place. It's not like your normal machine any longer. This is now virtual. You click on it so that it can know that, oh, you want to work with that virtual machine. So now you are not going to be using mouse. You are not going to be using mouse. So you'll be using keyboard. So here I'll click enter, or you first of all check whether your keyboard is working by going up, scrolling up and down. So scroll back to graphics install and click OK. At this stage we are not going to be using our mouse any longer, but in a situation whereby you need to use your mouse, just press Control, don't release your hand or don't remove your hand, and go along with it immediately with Alt. That's alternative key on the keyboard. So let's wait some little more time. Fine. Now our keyboard, our mouse is back. Here let me maximize everything so that I can see. Good. You know where I click on this. So I'll click continue. I'll click continue. I don't mind. I'm here in Nigeria, but American English or the country is nothing to me. So I click next. It will dictate so many things. Let's wait. And we must follow this instruction from A to Z. That's from the beginning till the end, so that we won't make mistakes. So there are just some little things. If care is not taken at that particular point, we can mix things up. So let's wait. Fine. So once I'm done with the necessary things, I might just end the videos, then you continue. But if along the installation at your own end, if you have any problem, you can just come back to our channel, then log in any of your complaints. Then a lot of professionals are there to help you out. So this host name is very important. This host name is very, very important. Here, at my own end, my name is Aziz Aweda Adebayo. I would like to use Adebayo as my host name. So I will continue. Domain name is not necessary. I don't have domain name, so just leave it blank. Don't type anything. Full name of this new user. You can write your full name. If you like, you can write anything, and this full name is going to be the one to be displayed before you type in your password. So here I will type Adebayo, or let me say Aweda. Let me say Aweda. So username for your account, let me leave it as Aweda. It suggested it for me, so let me just leave it as Aweda. Leave it at your own end to whatever you have used and whatever it has suggested. Just let's leave it. Now the password is very, very important. For me not to forget my password, I will use root. For me to know whether I have typed the right thing, I will check this box. Okay, fine, root is correct. I will retype it again. I will check this box. Fine. That means if I want to log in, I will be using root. So I'll click next. It will check some things and get back to me if everything's in order. Then after that, fine. This Eastern, I don't care. I'll just be clicking next. Now this partitioning, let's just try to follow it one by one. So use entire disk. That's 50 you have assigned for this. Just use everything. But if you know how to partition your disk, you can use manual. But at this stage, use entire disk. Click it and click on continue. So I've assigned 20. That's increased it. That's increased it to 21.5. There's something we call swap files. So we'll get back to that, or maybe along your journey you can still come across something we call swap files. So let's leave it like this. You click next. All file in one partition recommended, yes. Click next. And these are finish partitioning and write changes to this. Just click yes. Now write the change to this disk. You just say yes, so you want them like that. So click yes, continue. It will check and get back to you. If there's no error, this is where you know, and if there's error, this is where you know. So it's going and is extracting some files. So let's just wait to get to a stage, and once it passes that stage, I will have to end this video. I don't want it to be too lengthy, so I'll wait a little bit. Just have to follow this instruction. Just have to. But if I know some of us are professional already, so just ignore and do the normal thing. Let's wait a little bit more. Good. And while installing this, I will just advise us just buy one small shawarma and have maybe something chilled beside you, so that you just get bored. Just have something that keep you busy, chew your mouth, to just chill your brain and your mind. So it's almost, no, it's not almost done, but this stage is almost done. It's going to take a lot of time. This installation is going to take a lot of time. Okay, let me just be saying it or along the line. There's something beautiful about this Linux OS. I mean Linux OS. There's something beautiful. Actually, I'm still using Windows, but I rely most on Linux. I use Linux. My host machine is Windows. I install Linux on everything. I use Linux. Linux is very, very good. I'm not trying to say those of us still using Windows are not alive, but we are far away behind. So Linux is the baba. That's my own recommendation. It's the baba. I will tell you some facts. You can just try to